Tanum ta, taratatan tanum ta, tanum ta nantari nantari tanum ta, jhanta jhum tanum ta, jhanta jhum tanum ta, jhannum ta tanum ta, taratatan tanum ta, tanum ta nantari nantari tanum ta.
जंगल जंगल फिर बात चली।
Radio is an inheritor of our ancient storytelling tradition. And what better medium than radio to bring you a series specially curated for children and the young at heart, based on the enchanting and enduring fables of India like the Panchatantra.
तो बच्चों, पता है आज हम आपको कौन सी कहानी सुनाने वाले हैं? इसका नाम है यूनिटी इज स्ट्रेंथ, द स्टोरी ऑफ द पिजन्स एंड द बर्ड कैचर, और सुना रहे हैं आनंदो चक्रवर्ती। अब मिलकर सुनते हैं।
Deep inside a dark and dense forest, there lived a happy flock of pigeons. They led a life of peace and plenty. The forest had many ponds, and it also had a beautiful clear stream flowing through it. They had plenty of water to drink, and thanks to the wild fruit trees and the insects and worms that crawled on the ground, they had plenty to eat too. So the pigeons flew around the forest, flying from one tree to another under the clear blue skies. Life really couldn't have been better. Often they would descend to the ground when they spotted some prey with a flutter of their wings and feed on the worms or the fallen fruit. One day a pigeon spotted something unusual, something that he or others in his flock had not tasted in a long, long while. Rice grains. Soon he let others know of his tempting and rare find. The last time they had rice grains was when a small flock flew to the edge of the forest where the farmers' rice fields were. And that being the time right after harvest and threshing, they found plenty of rice grains they greedily fed on. They were crunchy and delicious. They must have eaten all they could for a good 15 minutes till the farmer's wife got to know of it and waving a stick ran towards them shouting, "Hut, hut, bhag, bhag, bhag." So when the pigeons spotted the rice grains, their eyes lit up and the pigeons let go a combined call and said to each other, "Let's swoop in, guys, and feast." Now an old pigeon, the senior most in the group, was watching all this with suspicion. She did not like the look of it. Why would there be rice grains in the middle of a forest? How did the grains get there? Somebody must have deliberately spread it there on the ground to tempt them. Maybe it was for the squirrels. But well, it could be for them as well. Hurriedly fluttering her wings, she let go a call of warning and tried to tell the pigeons that there was something fishy and they shouldn't rush down. It might be a trap. But well, you know, young pigeons are like children. They don't always want to listen. So much as they respected the elderly pigeon, the young pigeons, too tempted by the rice grains, swooped down on them. Ah, What joy as they started pecking away the grains and they cracked under their beaks. They went, busily eating away even as no one noticed the net under their claws. Suddenly, one pigeon realized that her feet were stuck, and even as she tried hard, she could not move them. Her claws were stuck in the net. The next pigeon saw her plight and realized he too couldn't move. The word spread that they had been trapped, and then they panicked. There was a flutter of wings, kind of a sound, and to make matters worse, they saw the bird catcher approaching, laughing aloud. "Ha ha ha! Now I'll put you in cages and sell you in the market." Remember the old pigeon? She was watching all this, and she screamed out to them, "Stop tugging at the net individually and trying to free yourself. To the count of 3, all of you spread your wings together and start flying. The net will fly with you too." The bird catcher was just a few feet away when, with a flutter of 100 wings, sound, swoosh, up went the net into the sky, and with it the pigeons. You should have seen the poor bird catcher. "Ah!" he went, screaming at the birds, beating his chest and pulling his hair in frustration. The old pigeon flew ahead of the flock, and soon, on her signal, the pigeons landed at the mouse's house. There the old pigeon explained what happened and asked the mouse to nibble and cut the net. Well, the mouse got to work, and soon the pigeons were free again. The old pigeon now asked them, "Can you tell me what you learned today?" And without waiting for an answer, she said, "We learned that unity is strength. What we cannot think of doing alone, we can do and achieve together. It was your act of unity that saved you today. Remember that. Unity is strength."
Unity is strength. The story of the pigeons and the bird catcher. कैसी लगी कहानी? इसे सुना रहे थे आनंद चक्रवर्ती। तो आज के लिए इतना ही। कल मिलेंगे इसी समय। हाँ, फेसबुक पे हो, मम्मी पापा किसी से भी कहकर हमारे फेसबुक पेज आकाशवाणी फीचर्स पर जाकर बताओ कि आपको स्टोरी कैसी लगी। बाय।
A presentation of the Central English and Hindi Features Units. This program came to you from the External Services Division of All India Radio.
Tanum ta taratatan tanum ta tanum ta nantari nantari tanum ta jhanta jhum tanum ta jhanta jhum tanum ta jhannum ta tanum ta taratatan tanum ta nantari nantari tanum ta।
जंगल जंगल फिर बात चली।